Ciao ragazzi! I'm coming to you from the floor of the kitchen and the final successful removal of the dishwasher. You can hear the washing machine in the background, so sorry about that. I was not recording yesterday when Claire and I had the debacle of removing the dishwasher. I say debacle because the dishwasher was original to 1986. Actually, it wasn't as horrible underneath as one would think, but it was as gross as also one would think. The dishwasher, upon trying to remove it, well, let me rewind even further. So we shut the water off to the house, but before we shut the water off to the house, I was trying to find the water shut off. I assumed it was going to be like our Cape Coral house, where it was like outside the house and there's like a 45 degree where you just bleep, and it shuts everything off. Couldn't find it. On the side of the house, which I can go show you, was complete total plant vegetation, and I was like, oh, it's probably behind there because that's where all of the utilities are. That's where the irrigation, which is broken, but where all the irrigation connections are. So clearly that's where the water is. So Claire and I proceeded to take a couple of hours of unintended landscape time and cleared the whole side of the house. Wasn't over there. Neighbor, he came home from work and we asked him, he's like, oh, well, is it in the garage? Mine's in the garage. Indeed, it was in the garage. So we did shut the water off. We shut the water off, the main water to the house, as well as the water heater, hot water. And I'm glad I did that because this dishwasher was like old school, where the dishwashers themselves didn't have a heater element in them to heat the water to clean the dishes. They used hot water from the hot water line, so the hot water was coming from the water heater. So I shut that off as well because it was original, and it's original copper lines, which you can't see. This is where the dishwasher was. The sink's over there. It was copper lines, and the copper shut-off valve didn't completely shut off the water. So the water just kept coming and coming and coming, even after turning all the water on in the house to drain all the pipes. Eventually that did work, and eventually we got it off, but I was nervous that my test where I turned the hot water on with the valve here under the sink shut off, it let water through, which would mean when we eventually turned the water onto the whole house after disconnecting the entirety of the, wrong cabinet, of the dishwasher, that the water would leak or would pour out of the pipe. So, welcome down to the sink, which actually for 1986 isn't too bad, really. But as you can see, there's copper. This is old copper, the way that it used to be done. And that's the hot water. And right there goes up to the hot water. This tube here, this tube right there goes up to the hot water faucet, turner on or offer. And right there was connected via another copper line over that hole to the dishwasher cabinet right there. Anyway, the valve was broken and petrified that when we turned the water on, water would just come flowing out of the copper line that I'll show you in a second, that was attached. So we went to the Home Depot, chatted with John. I wasn't feeling high hopes on his plumber knowledge, since he was of an age that he would have plumbered during the time of copper. Anyway, we ended up getting this, and it worked. I cut the copper pipe off, followed the directions on this, and that is what you see here. That little guy is what is stopping the water from coming out until we get a plumber / new dishwasher connected. Oh, and that fun, when I was laying on the ground, that black hose you just saw, that's the dishwasher drain. Don't mind this situation. That's the dishwasher drain where it like drains the icky, goopy, gross water. Yeah, that popped off and splashed me in the face when the water was shut off to the house. So I could not wash my face or wash my hands. When Claire and I went to the Home Depot, we literally went to the Home Depot and went directly to the bathroom and washed my hands and my face with Home Depot antibacterial soap, which is a no-no for me normally with my, I mean, not my face, not my hands, because I wash my hands when I go to the bathroom there. Anyway, so let's take a peeky at so this here is the copper line. Also, we removed the faucet for the shower, so we have a lot going on. This was the copper line that was under the dishwasher, and this is the old valve that no matter which way you turned it, would not shut the water off. I'm feeling really successful that I was able to cut that pipe off that came into here and then put that little doohickey on that I showed you. And so we did manhandle this beach out here. Not before I had to remove the entire door because it got stuck under the cabinet. That was also not fun. This is the little panel kick plate in front. Look how delightful that is. And this guy slash drain in the house, I think, is what was smelling. And then here, this is the result of our impromptu landscaping to try to find said water main, which, oh, look at here. We have azaleas at this house. Are they not beautiful? Once I, come out here and do some other landscaping, which I'm not doing yet, but absolutely gorgeous. I'm glad that we were here when it flowered. It clearly needs to be cut back and stuff, but dang, it's beautiful. Anyway, so thanks to neighbor guy on this side. He's the one that told us where the water main was in his house, which is where it ended up being in ours. But that whole pile literally came, well, you can see where this dirt is now. It was all those bromeliads all the way out. This is why I thought the water main was out here, because this is an old irrigation pump. That's broken irrigation lines. It was basically all this plus those bromeliads, the whole thing. So that's what we ended up doing. Editing Adrian here. I never finished the dishwasher saga story. We filed a claim with our home warranty that we got when we purchased the house, and it's so stupid. So the home warranty people, you get charged you have to pay a service fee for them to come to your house to look at whatever it is that's broken. It's part of the policy. So that's a known, like $125. They come out, they take a look. Well, I had filed the claim, told them the make and as clear as I could figure out model of said dishwasher, original to probably 1986. So the home warranty company was very well aware of the age of said dishwasher. This is a clue for later. Like I said, I filed the claim. They sent out a dishwasher repair person to assess whether or not the dishwasher could be repaired. Well, duh, it's not going to be able to be repaired. It's from 1986. He said, yep, indeed, can't repair it. It actually had like 3 things wrong with it. I don't remember what all it was. Yes, I will go ahead and file the little claim for saying that you do need a replacement dishwasher. So fast forward, I don't know, a few days, and we get a call from the home warranty people. Hey, good news. You have been approved for a new dishwasher. I was like, awesome. That's really great news. Okay. How do we go about that? Well, the dishwasher's got a depreciated value. So you get like reimbursed based on this depreciated value number. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. So what does that mean? Well, you've been approved for a reimbursement value of $100. Yay! And I was like, and basically that's how she said it, like that joyful. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
we've only been approved for $100. And I said, wait a second, is that $100 in addition to the 125 that we had to pay for the service fee? Or like, she's like, oh, no, you still have to pay the 125, you still have to pay the service fee, but then you're approved for $100. And I was like, you're joking, right? Like, so we will have to pay $25 to know what we already knew, which is that the dishwasher was broken, wouldn't be repaired, and that's it. And she's like, well, no, you get it's $100. I'm like, no, you're missing what I'm saying. So yes, you're going to give me $100, but I have to pay out $125 to cover the service guy for coming out to review the dishwasher. And I was like, so she's like, well, it's all in the, and I said, where is this in the policy? I wasn't made aware that there was a depreciated value that would be assigned to our appliance. She like, blah, 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 got a little miffy with me, referenced some part of the policy. I'm like, okay, so sure, maybe it's in the fine print. But when I called to set up the appointment, that you guys reached out to a service person. So you were well aware of what it was that was going to need, like that it was a 1986 Maytag dishwasher. You knew that. Like when you put it into your computer, it should have said, flag, this dishwasher, because due to age, will have a depreciated value. Depreciated value is estimated to be whatever it is. Like, you can't tell me you didn't already know the depreciated value of said dishwasher prior to us having you schedule the service person to come out. So anyway, go back into one of my other videos and watch the saga of the stove that I still have no stove on. Anyway, so that was the summary finalization of this day of the dishwasher saga. So we still haven't bought a new dishwasher. I need to do that. And then we need to have somebody come out and install it. I did ask that guy how much they charge, and he said $175. I feel like I need to go back and attend YouTube University because I'm pretty positive I could do it on my own. So I'm not sure yet. More to come on that one. To be continued at a later date. Thanks for watching. Bye.